Each zodiac sign has its own unique set of personality traits, and some of these traits can be less desirable than others. So if you are curious to know what the worst habits of each zodiac sign are, keep watching this video because today we will discuss everything from lazy behavior to excessive drinking. Let's get started. Aries. Aries is the very first sign of the zodiac, and it is ruled by the fire element. The intense inner energy of Aries makes them highly impulsive and hot-headed. They act without thinking, and may make the worst on-the-spot decisions, which they may regret later. Other than these, swearing and cursing are also the worst habits of this zodiac sign. This is because Aries are very expressive with their words, and tend to emphasize their emotions so much. Therefore, they pick up the habit of swearing. Taurus. Taurus is inflexible and resistant to change. When their routine or plans are changed even the slightest, they get agitated and angry. Moreover, Taurus has built so many boundaries that they hardly agree for a favor. They do not hesitate to say no even before asking for a favor. It is one of their worst habits because it might drive their friends away from them. Other worst behavioral habits of Taurus are jaw clenching and being a shopaholic. So, if you are a Taurus, make sure you keep a check on your credit card balance when going to a shopping mall. Gemini. Geminis are great storytellers. Sometimes, these stories might be just stories, and sometimes they might be gossip. So, yes, gossiping is one of the worst habits of Gemini. They cannot control dishing about others when sitting in a company, and it can severely affect their relationship with others. Another worst habit of Gemini is phone addiction. Well, it is like everyone has this addiction today, but Gemini is a little too obsessed with checking their phones every now and then. Cancer. Binging on Netflix and watching movies all night is the worst habit of Cancerians. Because they love spending time alone at home rather than going out, they end up watching TV all night, therefore, they miss all the adventures. Other Cancerian habits that are counted as negative are complaining too much and being oversensitive. They find it hard to control their emotions, so sometimes, they end up expressing themselves in ways that are not healthy. Leo. Leo's zodiac sign is a very confident and outgoing person. But they also have their own insecurities that they don't want to admit to. They obsess over the tiny details because they want to look the best in a group of people. Therefore, they often end up feeling insecure about themselves. Another worst habit of Leo is that they can't help but overshare on the internet. Of course, everyone is fond of social media, but Leo can get too indulged in it and start oversharing with strangers. Virgo. Virgos have a tendency to procrastinate and put things off for later. This is because Virgos are perfectionists who nitpick everything that they do. They want to make sure that everything is perfect before releasing it to the world, but this can lead to them never finishing anything. Moreover, they can be too hard on themselves sometimes because of their perfectionist nature. They often indulge in negative self-talk because they feel what they are doing isn't the best in its form. They need to learn how to let go of their mistakes and move on from them instead of dwelling on them. Libra. Libra people are very generous, which is great. But they can go overboard and end up spending more money than they can afford. Therefore, overspending is counted as their worst habit. This zodiac sign has the tendency to be too people-pleasing, and sometimes this means doing things that make them unhappy just because it will make other people happy. They have a hard time saying no to people, which means they may flake out on their own plans and agree to do things they don't really want to do. Scorpio. One of the worst habits of the Scorpio zodiac sign is that they are very secretive. This is one of the reasons why many people find them hard to understand. They also have a tendency to overreact when things don't go their way, which means that it's not easy for them to deal with any kind of criticism or disapproval. These people are also quite obsessive and controlling, which are not the traits that anyone can be proud of. They are not afraid to use their powers to get what they want, and will do anything to get it. Sagittarius. Sagittarius is a high-energy sign, which makes it more prone to being restless and overworking. Therefore, if you are a Sagittarius, you should make sure that you are not overworking yourself, or you'll burn out. Sagittarius also has a tendency to break promises and say what they don't mean. They should also be mindful of the promises they make because they are not always able to keep them. Lastly, they say things that they don't mean, and it is their worst habit. It leads to misunderstandings and jeopardizes their relationships with others. Capricorn. While Capricorns have a lot of great qualities, they also have some bad habits that need to be addressed. One of their worst habits is criticizing themselves. They can be hard on themselves and put a lot of pressure on themselves to succeed. Another bad habit is that they can be too much in their head, which means they spend a lot of time thinking about negative things instead of focusing on the present moment and what they are doing. The last bad habit is drinking too much coffee, which can lead to caffeine addiction, leading to health problems in the future. Aquarius. It is normal for an Aquarian to get lost in the gaming world. They can get so involved with games that they might not interact with the real world at all. Therefore, they need to keep a balance between their gaming hobby and real-life activities. Another worst habit of Aquarians is that they always stay up late. It's like 2 a.m. in the morning is actually 8 p.m. in the evening for them. They are so engaged in their activities that they lose track of time and end up staying up late. Pisces. Pisces is the zodiac sign of daydreamers and romantic people. They prefer to stay in their own imagination and keep their mind at ease. Therefore, Pisces might have drinking problems because they want their mind to wander free and stay out of this world. Another worst habit of Pisces is that they never fulfill their promises. In fact, they don't commit in the first place. But if they do make a promise, they always end up breaking them. So if you are a Pisces, you might have to work on your habits. There you have it, the worst habits of each zodiac sign. Do you share the same bad habits as we mentioned under your sign here? Will we write about the bad habits of your best friend's sign? Let us know in the comments section below. If you learned something new or enjoyed the content, do not forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any of our exciting videos. Thank you for watching.